Hi everyone, today I'm going to try to simulate the Monty Hall problem in an Excel sheet. So a little bit of backstory. Monty Hall was the host of this game show called Let's Make a Deal. So participants were given a choice to pick one of three doors. Participants were given three doors and they were given a chance to pick one of three doors. Behind one of those doors was a sports car, shiny new sports car, expensive. And behind the other two doors were nothing. So if you pick the door with the sports car behind it, you get to go home with the car. And if you pick either one of the other two with nothing behind it, you go home with nothing. So I got three doors over here. Let me just try to illustrate it. So for example, you pick door number 1, and the car is actually behind door number 3. Monty Hall would then open one of the doors that you didn't pick, but he will never open the door with the car behind it, and he knows which. Keep in mind that he knows where the car is. So he will open door number 2. So he will then give the participant a choice to switch. Essentially, he will give the participant a choice to either switch or stay. So if the participant after Monty Hall opens door number 2, if the participant decides to stay, continue choosing door number 1, the participant is staying. And if the participant decides to choose door number 3 instead, the participant essentially switches. So let me just try to illustrate the pirate probability. So in the before Monty Hall opens door number 2, sorry, I had a call. Before Monty Hall opens door number 2, you essentially have a 1 in 3 chance of picking the right option. So the car is behind door number 3. You pick door number 1 and you have a 1 in 3 chance of picking the right option, and you have a 2 in 3 chance of not picking the right option. So 2 in 3 chance of not picking the right option. Monty Hall, by opening door number 2, Monty Hall essentially concentrates this 0.66 probability into door number 3. So what I'm saying is that you should always switch, no matter which door. As long after Monty Hall opens the door with nothing behind it, you should always switch your options. Let me illustrate it in an Excel sheet. So over here I have the switch category, and over here I have the stay category. Okay, 15 instance should be enough to prove my point. So I'm just going to do a when between here again. So basically what a when between does is, when between 1 and 3 does is, they'll randomly pick a number between 1 and 3. So 15 instances, this is a switch category and this is a stay category. So I'm just going to mix up, randomly choose a number. Okay, I'm just going to choose this. So I'll copy and paste values so that the numbers don't change. Sorry. Copy, paste values. So like I said, Monty will always open one of the doors that you didn't pick, but Monty will never open the door with the car behind it. So let's say if you pick door number 2, Monty will open door number 3. You pick door number 1, Monty will open door number 3. Pick door number 2, Monty will open door number 3. Number 3, door number 3, door number 2. Monty will, now in this case, because the car is behind door number 2 and you pick door number 2, Monty has a choice to open 1 or 3. So I'm just going to go with randomly choose 1. In this case, likewise, I'm just going to go with 3. 1, 3, 2, 1. In this case, he has the option to open 1 or 3, 1. In this case, he has the option to open 1 or 2. So I'm just going to go with 2, 1, 2. Participant's choice after Monty opens the door. So because this is a switch category, participants will always switch their choice. So if they pick door number 2 first, and then Monty opens door number 3, they will switch to door number 1. They switch to door number 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. So essentially it ends up with a win rate of 11 over 15. There are 15 instances and they win with 11, loses 4. In this case, this is the door that the participant picked, and they will always stay no matter which door Monty opens. So I'm just going to copy and paste because they are the stay group. So in this case, in all 15 instances, the participant will always keep with their option in the first place. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Doesn't matter which door Monty opens, because no matter which door Monty opens, they're gonna stay. So it ends up with a win rate of 5 in 15, as compared to if you switch, you get a win rate of 11 in 15. I hope this illustrates the Monty Hall problem and why you should always switch, because there is a 2 in 3 probability if you switch. Bye.